Hey everybody, Mr. Regan here, and up to now you guys have been exploring how friction can affect an object's velocity in different ways. And we're going to take that big idea of how does different forces affect an object's velocity in different ways. And we're going to dive into the simulator and explore a new way that we can begin to understand that big idea. We're going to be doing it in a way that we've never done before. So let's go ahead and take a look at what you're going to be doing in our simulator. Up to now, you've been doing what's called open exploration, where you guys have been able to kind of drag and drop items, play with their overall velocities. So, right, giving this one a velocity of 4 centimeters per second and observing what's going on with that velocity and then applying forces as well. Today, you guys are going to be using what are called targets. Now, targets are little holes in our map that will swallow up an object based on the direction of its velocity and how much velocity it has. So in this case, this object will swallow up any object that has a velocity of 5 centimeters. And if I run my simulator here, you'll notice that the object doesn't get swallowed up because my object only had a velocity of 4 centimeters. So if I make it 5 and run my simulator, okay, notice it gets swallowed up. It has a horizontal direction. So if I put a vertical one here and give it a velocity of 5 and run it, notice it doesn't get swallowed up because my object's moving in a horizontal direction. Now, with this, in my run phase of my simulator, I can also apply force. So let's say I have my object here and I run my thing and I pause it. And at this point, I want to add a force. Okay, I can add a force to it and I can hit exert that force in order to change kind of what's going on. So you'll kind of be able to review that in the analyze part of our simulator here. So notice I can run my simulator and pause it, and I can observe that I added a force of 50 to my object. And when I did that, okay, it obviously changed its velocity, and it was able to kind of pass over our two targets. Now the target obviously didn't swallow anything up. What's cool is when I look at my data table here, I can see that my object started with a velocity of 5, and that when I added that force of 50 here, it was changed. My velocity was changed to 7.5, and we see a 2.5 change in that velocity, okay, when that new force was applied. So you have all been able to kind of play with, see, and observe how different velocities and forces interact. And for this next part, we're going to be doing what are called missions. So in this top corner here, you'll notice that we have 8 missions that you're going to be completing today. Let's take a look at mission 1. Mission 1 has these preloaded objects and targets that you're trying to hit, and an explanation of what goal you're trying to achieve within the simulator. So you're trying to get this object to hit the target with a horizontal velocity of 2 centimeters per second by exerting a force only once. Now notice when I hit the run button, it doesn't quite move. So your job is going to be to try to exert a force on the object by preparing that force and getting it swallowed up by the target. Once you're able to get it swallowed up by the target, you'll hit analyze and use this data here in order to record some important information. And you're going to be recording that information in a data table that looks like this. So this data table here, folks, once you're able to get the target to swallow up the object, is where you record some information about what change in velocity happened. So did it speed up? Did it slow down? Did it start, stop, or change? You'll pick one of those. Okay. What direction did you apply the force in? Left, right, up, down, vertical, horizontal? What force strength did it have? That was that number in that pink arrow, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. And then what change velocity did it have? That's that last part of the data table in the analyze section. So you're going to be not only recording this information here about what happened for you to achieve the goal within the mission, but you're also going to be recording that on the slideshow. Okay. So quick review. You're going to be completing our missions here in the simulator, trying to get the object swallowed up by the specific targets and following our goal at the top. You'll be exerting forces in the run section by preparing them and trying to get this to open up for the object. And then you'll be using the analyze section and using all the data in here to help you fill out the chart in Amplify. Okay. If you have questions, reach out to me. Otherwise, go ahead and fill out the survey on that slide that you're currently on for task 3, and meet me in the main lobby of the breakout room so we can kind of discuss, do we truly understand how to complete these missions? I'll see you soon.